and welcome to online Bible class. It's a shame that we can't meet in person this week, but we're going to make the best of it with these videos. The thing that's most important for you guys right now is the exam on 1st and 2nd Corinthians, which I have turned into an online open Bible exam, which is due on Friday by noon. So you've got the rest of this week until noon on Friday to study and prepare. I've put some resources on the Google Classroom for you guys to look at, and I'll show you a little bit about what you can see there and what resources you can use to get ready for your test. So if you go into the Google Classroom, you'll be able to see the material posted here, note sheets for 1st and 2nd Corinthians. These are the sheets that we were using in class that covered most of the significant parts of what we studied. Now, I know a number of you have turned these in. I got a few more from people even in the last few days, and I've been able to give these back to some people, but unfortunately not everyone got theirs back. Even if you got yours back, a useful exercise for preparing would be to go click on these. You can see they just come up as Google Docs that you can see. Go through and see if you can work out the answers to these again. Again, these kind of cover some of the most important elements, and that would be a really good study tool as you get ready for the exam. I did say the exam is open Bible. However, you're going to really want to know what are some of the important concepts that we talked about in class. It's going to be difficult to succeed on the test without some studying, even though you can open your Bible up and look for stuff as you take it. So my recommendation is go through, look at these, and reread 1st and 2nd Corinthians, especially if you've got a little bit of time. They're really not very long to read, but go through, reread those, review your notes that you took in class, and then make sure you're ready to take the test before noon on Friday. Alright, so hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions about how to prepare or not sure about how something's working, shoot me an email. I'm figuring out some of the technology as we go along, so if you see something that doesn't make sense, shoot me an email, and hopefully I'll find a way to fix it or find a workaround. I know all the teachers are kind of learning a lot of new things. The next section that we're going to study for class is going to be Galatians. So if you get done with the test and have a little more time, then the best thing for you to do is start reading at the beginning of the book of Galatians. Miss seeing you guys in class. Hopefully we'll get to bring you all back soon.